Well, thanks for joining me. Today I'm in the Scottish capital and I'm here at the Meadowbank Stadium in Edinburgh for today's League Cup match between Edinburgh City and Stranraer. So Meadowbank is the home venue for Edinburgh City these days, and this has been a sporting venue in Edinburgh for decades. It's been an athletic stadium, it's been a speedway track, and it's been a football league ground before Edinburgh City got here. Meadowbank Thistle used to play in this very stadium before its most recent development and upgrade. Meadowbank owners decided about 15 years ago that they would move lock, stock and barrel 19 miles to the west, and then Livingston Football Club was formed. So this stadium, as I said today, it's Edinburgh City's, but there was a refurb since Edinburgh had taken occupancy here. For those 3 or 4 years of this stadium being redeveloped, they played over the other side of Edinburgh at Ainsley Park, which is home of the Spartans. Now, in this final development, this final version of the stadium that we see now, this large building here is a sports centre, and the actual stadium is actually located behind this big building that we see in front of us now. So it's quite an interesting history, and the match day experience on the inside is going to be quite an interesting one for me to observe, because there's an athletics track that runs on the outside of the football pitch, and I'd just like to see just what that's like to watch a football match on the outside of an athletics track. Well, inside Meadowbank, you can see the football pitch is on the inside of the athletics track, and it's quite a distance actually between where I'm standing now on right the corner flag and the far goal. So at ground level, it's quite a good distance away. You can see that the stand, the only covered seating in the stadium, is here. It's 3 rows deep, and the actual stand itself is dwarfed by this massive sports centre that is adjacent to the football stadium. In terms of the athletics track, it does come in for some criticism for football supporters, but really this stadium has got its roots in athletics, and the Empire Games and the Commonwealth Games that went in 1972 and 1986 respectively, I think it's actually quite nice that this stadium has retained this facility of having an athletics track. Perhaps not ideal for watching football, but it is a multi-use stadium, and that's one of the facts of life in modern day sport. Well, I am the vegan GroundHopper. I do like to check out what's available for vegans to eat when I come to football grounds, and the refreshments bar behind me here at Meadowbank offers vegans chips, so it's always nice to know that you get something hot when you come to a football ground. Just on the outside, just go through the turnstiles and into the sports centre itself. There's a nice cafe in there, and you can get a selection of vegan sandwiches and also quite a number of different choices for Lazy Days cakes. And if you're vegan, you probably know how nice Lazy Day cakes are. So that's really nice to have right near the stadium, and it's a really good feature to have. So if you come to watch a match at Meadowbank and you're vegan, you won't go hungry and you won't go short of options. So 0-0 at half-time. Edinburgh City have had more of the play in the first half, but Stranraer have looked quite dangerous on the break. So it's 0-0, no goals. The home team did have the ball in the net just before half-time, but it was ruled out for offside. It's half-time. I always like to bring a sweet treat to enjoy, and today my vegan snack at half-time is a vegan Kit Kat. So I'm going to have that and then look forward to the second half.
Ball, challenge the second ball. Oh!
So 0-0 after 90 minutes. So in the Scottish League Cup, that means a penalty shootout. Good penalty. But it's still 3-2 to Edinburgh. Very cool. 4-3. Oh! So, Edinburgh take the bonus point. It's a point each for the draw, and Edinburgh City get the bonus for winning the penalty shootout. So Stranraer couldn't repeat the feat of 7 days ago. Last week they beat Ross County on penalties. But fair play to Edinburgh City. Their penalty takers were very, very sharp in that shootout. So the players are back in the dry dressing rooms after today's game, and I'm out in the rain and I'm going to go soon, but I'm left to reflect on my experience here at Meadowbank, and I've enjoyed it. The online reviews about this place from a spectator point of view aren't that complimentary, but this little stand here with the 3 rows of seating, I was on the back row and I got a decent view of the pitch. Admittedly, it's on the outside of the athletics track, but even so, I've been to a lot of grounds where you get a view a lot worse than this. So I've quite enjoyed it, to be honest. I'm a Stranraer supporter in Scotland, so disappointed that Stranraer didn't take the 3 points. But credit to Edinburgh, they did what they needed to do in the penalty shootout, so they clinched that bonus point. So it's just football. And this weather is just Scottish summertime. So that's probably a good point to draw a close to this video. All that remains for me to say is this. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you'll join me next time. So until then, I'll say goodbye for now.